Another interesting matchup comes your way here as the Kawasaki Brave Thunders host the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Particularly interested will be the Filipino fans as we take a look at the Kawasaki Todoroki Arena, our venue here for this Wednesday evening, as Kawasaki will be bannered by Matthew Wright from the Philippines. Yokohama, the B-CORSAIRS, on the other hand, have Kiefer Avena. Before that, let's take a look at the standings in the Central Conference where both these teams play. In 7th spot, Yokohama with a 23-29 card. On the other side, you can see the Kawasaki Brave Thunders at 15-37. This is the chase for the 2 wildcard spots, and really, with less than 10 games to go, no more chance for either of these squads to be able to make it to the postseason. As far as these two teams are concerned, they're both coming off losses. In fact, they're both coming off splits. When you take a look at Kawasaki, they split their encounter with Shimane, and for Yokohama, they split their encounter over the weekend against the Akita Northern Happinets. On your screens there, one of the notable players, that is Sasha Kilia Jones. He's actually the top shot blocker with 2 a game. Looking at some more of the players seeing action here today. Number 24, Alize Johnson of Kawasaki is 9th in terms of reboundings at 8.6 per outing. Roscoe Allen, his teammate, is 8th in terms of scoring with a 17.3 clip. And Yokohama's Damien Inglis is 9th with steals at 1.4 per contest. Here we have the squad of Coach Lassie Tuovi. Damien Inglis, number 4. We also have Gary Clark, number 8. Kiefer Avena, number 15, is not listed here for today. They also have Mai Kotsar, number 21, and Kai King, one of their local scorers who can light things up from the outside from 3-point distance. Unfortunately for the Filipino fans who were looking forward to a Kai King matchup together with Kiefer Avena in the backcourt, well, Kai King works very well with Kiefer. Kiefer will break down the defense, kick it out to Kai, and Kai will hit that 3. Now, Kai might have to really do it all on his own. Here is the starting lineup for the visitors, the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, starting out with number 4, Damien Inglis, number 8, Gary Clark, number 14, that is Takeru Oba. Then they have number 18, that is Kenta Morii. And finally, number 24, they have Hiroki Matsuzaki. We're going to turn the lights off first as we introduce the hometown squad, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. There's Roscoe Allen on your screens. And a while ago, they flashed the lineup for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Of course, number 3, Sasha Kilea-Jones. We talked about him earlier. They also have longtime fan favorite here in Japan, Ryosei Shinuyama, number 7. Alize Johnson, number 24. Roscoe Allen, number 25. And Matthew Wright is number 35. Everybody looking at the big screens because this is the way you properly introduce the home squad here at the Todoroki Arena. And there are the starters. Number 3, Kilea-Jones. Number 11, that is the newly acquired Ryoto Yonesu, the 22-year-old. They have number 12, that is Reiya Nozaki. Number 17 is Ryo Iida. And finally, number 25 is their import who we talked about a while ago, Roscoe Allen. There on your screens, we have assistant coach Katsuhisa still manning the sidelines here for Coach Ronan Ginsberg, who is indisposed. We have our 3 referees here for this Wednesday night. Referee Ono, Referee Nagoshi, and Referee Harada. Once again, before tip-off, let's take a look at the starters. The Yokohama B-CORSAIRS with Inglis, Clark, Oba, Morii, Matsuzaki. The 5 for the Brave Thunders, Kilea-Jones, Yonesu, Nozaki, Iida, and Allen. We're scheduled for tip-off at 6:10 Philippine time, 7:10 Japanese Standard Time, and we're just seconds away from tip-off. Both these squads winding down their season. Had a nice chat with Matthew Wright earlier today before the game. We'll give you his thoughts as the match progresses. But first and foremost, he said, well, they don't have a chance of making it to the postseason anymore. But he said he and the rest of his teammates will obviously play things the right way. Play to win, get as many games in the W column as possible. But at the end of the day, staying professional, true to your craft. Gotta get a team for your win. For your team, rather. Nice look at Coach Lassie. He's ready to go. Coach Katsuhisa in place of Coach Ginsberg. Which team will pick up a victory here in our middle of the week game? Extra tip. We'll go to the home squad, Kawasaki, with first possession here. Not the best of shots that time, coming from Nozaki. He actually forgot he had the basketball. He went straight to the cup. Just shot it a little bit too strong. Into the heart of the defense. That was tipped. Ooh, that was clearly tipped. But our officials are saying otherwise. So turnover will be registered there by the B-CORSAIRS for their first possession. And look for some space here is Yonesu. And Yonesu gets away, but he's going to miss that layup. Inglis gets that rebound, will push Morii to the wing. Morii, one of the top assist men here in the B-League. That was touched last. Clearly by Takeru Oba. So possession goes back here to the squad of Kawasaki. Exactly a minute gone. Nobody yet on the scoreboard. We'll go to the wing. Three will drop. Just when I said that, Nozaki hits a three to open up scoring for his squad. Morii, always looking to find an open man. There's one. And a blown layup here for Inglis. He's going to kick himself for that one. And Morii says, thank you very much, because my one assist is not existent yet. Looking for some space once again. Boy, just so many misses. Clark will clear. Morii gets fouled by Nozaki. First personal foul on Nozaki. First team foul on Kawasaki. Morii again will look to create, but they'll go to the wing first. Oba, a very dangerous shooter. And so is Clark. Morii finds Clark. Clark launches. Still nothing on the board for the boys in white. They go high. They'll have to kick it out. That's pretty good transition defense here by the two world imports. Three on the way? No. Jostling for position. Inglis comes away with it. And keep that ball moving from left to right, from side to side. And there's the first basket off a good cut by Takeru Oba. Assist goes to Damien. Looks like Inglis is going to be called for his first personal foul. Or will they give it to Takeru? Still waiting for confirmation. It is on Oba, his first. And some of the veterans on the bench here for Kawasaki. There's confirmation. Oba with his first foul. Layup gonna come up short here for the Kawasaki squad. Still at 3. Only 5 points scored here, and just about 3 minutes gone. Clark will try to bring it closer. He'll overshoot. He's still down. He might be able to take advantage. 5 on 4. They send it out. Allen for a 3. Yes. Ooh, they're going to say that's a long 2. Look like a 3 there. So the lead is just up to 3. Clark with a handoff. Takeru almost got it back. Eventually did. Oba left wide open. Can't hit that shot. Here comes Roscoe. Roscoe inside. Clearly blocked there by Inglis. In the open court. Too easy that time from Matsuzaki. His first point for the 3-point specialist is a layup. Gonna take the lead right back? No. Inglis, his second board. Chance of defense once again. Inglis, his first shot. A little bit too strong. Another rebound there by Roscoe. Allen puts up a deep one. That rims out. Some quick shots from both these squads. Inglis with a quick turn. Well, he was left in an island there against the youngster, who just stands at 5'9". There's no way he's going to be able to guard Damian Inglis. Inglis stands 6'8". Almost a foot taller. Sasha will have to go down with an injury. He's sitting down and Clark promptly takes advantage. Got a passing on the wing. Three-pointer will not drop. Jahero's in for the first time and getting away for another deep shot. That's going to be the second layup here, coming from Matsuzaki, and it's a three-point lead.
Thank you, I'm here. Kawasaki, この試合、両チームを通じて最初のタイムアウトを取りました。タイムアウトについては、両チームともに前半に2回、後半に3回取ることができます。Kawasaki has one time of the ball in your first half. Kawasaki, number 7, Shinoyama Yusei. And number 35, Mashura Kozakoto.
Now chance of Kawasaki. They've got possession. Trailing by 3. Ryusei Shinoyama in the ball game for the first time. There to orchestrate for his squad. Matthew Wright there as well. That's a potent combination in the backcourt, and Shinoyama scores. That'll cut the lead down to 1. 8-7 is our tally. And Matthew Wright will spread the floor for sure. Inglis, his 3 rims out. Alize Johnson trying to speed things up, gets inside for a layup. Back-to-back baskets here with the boys in red, and they have retaken the lead at 9-8. Chance of defense again. What strength shown here by Gary Clark. The defender was draped all over him. It didn't matter. Matthew Wright tries to get it back. His shot rims out. Lead is still 1 for the B-CORSAIRS. Nothing doing. Alize will pick up that rebound spin and he'll be fouled. Matsuzaki will pick up number 1. Here comes Kai King. First personal foul going to be called there as Damon Inglis heads to the bench. Not as productive as he'd want to be. Scoring wise, he's still scoreless. He does have 4 rebounds and 1 assist. Jaheru trying to use his explosiveness. Here comes Matthew Wright. Finds Allen. Allen for 3. Rims out. Watch it there. Oscar Allen. Late challenge by Clark. Clearly holding on. Wasudo. His first personal. Being very patient still. On the outside here. Shot clock is down to 3. Jaheru with a jumper. Offline. Not a good pass. Stolen by Jaheru. Gets it to Ryusei. Shinuyama for 3! Sudo tries to answer back. Will come up short. Jaheru will try to push the pace once again. Matthew Wright left wide open. All day to shoot. Makes the defense pay as he inches closer to 2,000 points in his B-League career. (15-10) our tally. Final 2 minutes of the opening period. Sudo switches hands. Still can't get it to drop. Roscoe Allen comes out of the fray. And he'll be fouled. That foul there from Kai King will put their squad in the penalty. With still some more time to play. Almost 2 minutes. Can Allen and company take advantage of this situation? Takumi Hasegawa, usual starter, sitting in the back of the bench, so none of his veteran leadership at 35 years old on the floor here today. Almost a steal. Kai King will try to force the issue. That's going to drop. First 2 points for Kai King. He's going to cut the lead down to 3. That's going to be the first assist of Matthew Wright as Roscoe Allen will score again. Back to a 5-point advantage for the squad of Kawasaki. Under a minute to be played. Open three, Sugiura. That'll rim out. Shinuyama, he has 1-3 earlier. Back rims that one. Good line, just a tad too strong. Difference of about 11 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock here as we wind down the opening period. Sugiura finds Clark. Clark will launch. He just cannot seem to hit from the outside. Final attempt now, as Shinuyama says. Thumbs up. That's the play we're going to run. Layup is going to drop. They couldn't foul Shinuyama. They didn't want him to get to the free throw line and get some easy baskets. They tried to play tough D, and he still was able to get his. 19-12 is our tally after the first quarter.
Nice try! 第1クォーターを終えましてホーム川崎リードする展開となりました。手元のスタッツ速報を見ますと、まず両チームのリバウンド総数から見ていくと川崎13本、横浜12本。ほとんど変わらないんですが、オフェンスリバウンドは川崎が1本、横浜は0ですね。対するメインポイント、川崎12得点、対する横浜2点。ベンチも含めて、全員がして得点を上げることができました。ファーストクォーターです。
In the ball game for the first time, Yuya Kamata, the 6'6" center power forward for the Brave Thunders. Tough task having to guard Damian Inglis. There he is. Let's see if Inglis tries to take advantage of this matchup. Two-man game. Kai King, they leave him wide open. He's going to miss though. One-handed rebound there by Alize Johnson. He'll push. Matthew Wright for three. Just a little bit offline that time. Number so far from Matthew Wright, 3 points, 2 assists. And I talked to him earlier today about his willingness to play for the national squad, Gilas Pilipinas. He said yes, definitely, always open to that. So he's just waiting for a call from Coach Tim. But definitely, Philippines will definitely need shooters. And in terms of the disappointing season, he said yes, it has been a very challenging season. Never easy laying down a new foundation and culture to a team, but they all feel like they're on the right track. That's why they like to be able to continue to build for next season. And that building continues here today. Alize. Again, Sugiura. Kamata will bring it out. Wright might have to look for his shot here. Sets up Kamata. Offensive rebound, and Alize Johnson was not expecting that one. Matthew Wright adding to his tally there with the rebound. Kamata, one of those prototypical big men right now who can hit the outside shot. Good line of that three. Matsuzaki back on the floor. Expect them to space things out a little bit more with him there at the corners. Morii to Matsuzaki. Only one world import here. On the floor, Matsuzaki hits. He's got 6 points. Just Damian Inglis on the floor here. There's a foul again.
Kawasaki number 2, Koya Kopali. And number 20, Leia Nosaki.
So looking at the lineup here of the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, I did see Mike Kotsar a while ago, but he's not listed for today's game. So just 2 world imports with the boys in white. Nice move there. Matthew Wright's going to get denied by Inglis though. Good recovery by Damian. Overshooting there was Matsuzaki. A little worried about the defense from that man, Alize, who just scored. Alize with his first basket. Check that, his second basket. Damian Inglis. That's usually money. Somebody's starting to feel it. Alize Johnson with his second bucket in succession. And now that lead has grown to 9. And a timeout will have to be called by Coach Lassie Tuovi. Quick timeout needed there by Coach Lassie Tuovi. The squad down by 9. They need to score here as he quickly sends in Gary Clark. So there are now 2 world imports on the floor. That is not going to count for Takeru Oba. We know he can drain that shot, but he stepped on the sideline. Hard to tell from the angle where we're seeing that, but nonetheless, the call was made. Another turnover here for the visiting squad. That pass went straight to Morii. Koya Kubari is in the ball game for the first time, and he was saying he didn't really touch Morii, but that's a smart move by Morii. Watch it here. Morii took it strong, just felt a little nudge, and then threw it up. The 2 shots here for Kenta. Trying to cut into this deficit, but he's not going to get the shooter's roll. The deficit is still 9. Handful of fans for the B-CORSAIRS are in attendance at the Todoroki Arena, which is called the Roar Arena. Johnson throws that one up. Sometimes he can get warned for delay of game. Here's Koya trying to get in, and clearly a tug. Second personal foul on Takeru. Look at that ball movement being shown here by the home squad. Kobari kisses it off the glass just in the nick of time. Shot clock was winding down, and it's now a 10-point advantage for the hosts at 25-15. And again, more chance of defense. They want more. Oba for 3. Yes! If he's able to find his range, that'll be a good sign for the B-CORSAIRS, especially now that they don't have Kiefer Avena today. Good spin, up and under move, and Alize finishes. Lead is back up to 9. 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Inglis kicks it out, extra pass, Morii. Matsuzaki. Inglis will have to force that one up, comes up short. Nice rebound from Kamata. Alize will get blocked. Watch Inglis. Perfect timing. Some more changes here for the B-CORSAIRS as they bring in number 2, Riku Sasayama. Actually, it's a very good opportunity now for both these coaches to give a lot of playing time to some of the others who have really not played, get them developed for next season. Foul will be called. That's going to be the second here on the youngster. Second team foul also for Kawasaki. Again, chance of defense, why not? These fans want to see a victory. Inglis spins into a triple team. Kicks it out. Morii will hit. First 3 for Kenta Morii. And answer back with another 3 of their own. Kawasaki does. Tepe Kashiwagura has just checked in. And he was left wide open at the corner. And he makes the defense pay.
背番号11番米津レオト選手からの出題です。正解だと思う選択肢 A、B、C いずれかを LINE のコメント機能を使って入力し送信してください。受付はハーフタイム開始時間までです。正解はハーフタイム後半で発表いたします。どうぞお楽しみに。以上 LINE で出すテキストバイ東急コミュニティでした。
はい、大変でしたね。トライ君のありがとう。そしてコールスルーボールもありがとう。大変だ。ここまで川崎、持ち味の速い得点ボール、いかなく発揮して、その持ち味を発揮して、現在9点リードとしています。そして先ほどコーナー3を抜いたナンバー14、柏倉哲平選手は、今シーズン B1 通算1000得点、そして500アシストを達成しています。
You saw Mike Kotsar there on your screens a while ago. He's unavailable here for today. Unfortunately for them. One of the main reasons why they're down by 9 at 30-21 after we passed the midway point of the second canto. We get it inside to Damien. Damien should take advantage and does. You can just see how much quicker he is over Kamata. Not to mention he's also taller. We can easily shoot over him. Cuts that lead down to 7. And a start from the outside once again. Active hands. Matsuzaki taps it out. Not easy to stay in front of Yonesu. He's really cat quick. Both teams with 2 team fouls each. Heading to the final 4 minutes of the second. Running start's gonna work. And Roscoe Allen scores once again. Allen now with a total of 6 points to go with his 4 boards. He also has 1 dime. Sudo gets to Inglis. That's too easy. Just got to his spot and turned. Nice pick there set by Roscoe. He'll bring it in closer and scores again. Back-to-back baskets here for Roscoe. He's got a total of 8. Let's see if they try to look for Clark. But Clark is guarded here. Oh, what a basket inside from Matsuzaki. Timely cut. Another assist here for Damien. They didn't want to go to Clark. He was being guarded by Roscoe Allen. Watch it again. Good scoring day so far here for Matsuzaki. As the timeout will be called by the Brave Thunders.
25ロスコ・アレン選手は、前節の島根戦ゲーム1、B1 通算4戦得点、そしてスリーポイント300回成功を果たしています。この日本盛り上げゲームとなりましたロスコの島根戦ゲーム1でした。試合は横浜のブリーボール松崎弘樹バスケットカウントボーナス1-0から再開となります。
Under 3.5 to be played here in the first half. Alize playing point for the time. And eventually gets it to Yonesu. Yonesu will be fouled. That's going to be the third team foul now here for the boys in white. So both squads at 3 team fouls each. First personal foul going to be called there on Sasayama. Yonesu again. Yonesu all the way to the cup, but will miss that layup. Catching a break there are the B-CORSAIRS. Nice curl to the basket once again, but Matsuzaki cannot take a shot like that in front of Alize. That was one of the easiest blocks Alize would have had in his career. Johnson will miss from point blank range, but the ball will stay here in this end. They've got a brand new 14 to work with. Look at that. He just fed that to the dogs. Johnson with his first block. He'll go back up high. Tepe, who has a 3 to his credit already here tonight. Long 2 will drop. Iida with his first basket today. Helps the squad to an 8-point lead. Ooh, the pass behind Matsuzaki. It's miscommunication that cannot anymore happen at this stage. Not this late into the season. Kamata will hit the bench. He did quite well in his 3 minutes on the floor. Here's Johnson again. Ooh, very similar to what happened on the other end. Roscoe was coming in to help out on the offensive rebound. The pass was to the corner. So behind Roscoe. That will be the 4th turnover of the Brave Thunders. Or the B-CORSAIRS also with 4 turnovers. Not that many. But still, sizable advantage here for the Brave Thunders at 36-28. Clark against Johnson. That's clearly a foul. Not quite sure why Johnson tried to go for the stab. He was actually doing quite well. Watch it here. That's a good stop. And then there, issues the foul. That foul will put the team in the penalty. Let's see if Yokohama has something going towards the rim. There's a quick double against Damien. He'll hand it out. Clark falling away. No. You're not going to get a call whenever you fade away like that. Easy 3. Boy, he was setting up. Iida with back-to-back baskets now for a total of 5. It's now an 11-point lead at 39-28. Chance once again. That's a great pass. Touch pass from Shinuyama, and you know he sees the floor so well. Under a minute to be played here. And then we'll take a brief break. Back to Kai King. Gives it up. Clark. They needed that one. That will bring the lead down to 10. 7 points now in the contest here. Time for a possession each. Shiniyama trying to set up his team. So no more 2-for-1 situation. Johnson will come up short. Inglis, they've got to push. Got to get into their offense. That's what you'd like to see. Force the action inside, get a foul. That'll stop the clock, but more importantly, you're on the line, taking advantage of the penalty situation that Kawasaki finds himself in. So you like the attack. You like the fact that he got to the free throw line, maybe a little bit too early, because you're now leaving 8 seconds for Kawasaki to be able to come back and take things right back. Here comes Matthew Wright. That's a good substitution. You want him there for that open three if they're going to give him that. But with Matthew Wright on the floor, definitely there's more room to operate for their world imports. That's Roscoe and also for Alize. 2 free throws first here for Damien. Leads down to 9. It's now at 8. Shiniyama gonna do the inbound. A lot of times he's the recipient because he can race down court. Here's Alize. Alize, lose it. More than enough time. Inglis didn't really have to hoist it from half court. He could have actually looked for a better shot, but Inglis looks a little hurt. We have gotten to the half. And so far, so good here for Kawasaki as they lead by 8 at the break.
Mashupan no Gokaza Kometo! マシューライトファンご家族の皆さんには優勝しましたのでね、チレチッタ映画鑑賞券と試合観戦チケットが送られます。ハーフタイム終了後から試合終了後30分以内、総合アドベンチャーでお越しください。ダンスサンダーズカンパニースポンサーラチッタベルラではサンダーズファミリーの皆様にお楽しみいただくためさまざまな企画の開催予定しております。最新情報はラ・チッタベルラ公式サイトまたは公式 SNS をご確認ください。以上、ダンスサンダーズプレゼンテッドバイラ・チッタベルラでした。 Thank you。 さあ続いてはスペシャルゲストにご登場いただきましょう。ゲストが出演する間は写真や動画の撮影および音声の録音はどうぞご遠慮ください。皆様のご協力のほどよろしくお願い申し上げます。それではご登場いただきましょう。バーティースの皆さんです。It's showtime。
始まりを知るsunshine、oh、新たな旅路が、光さす女花一筋道示すこの先に待っている Hey look at me welcome to the stage ようこ成功の旅日和さ歌唱ってもらって準備すでに完璧さ次とは誰こうやって見せるこの絆は本当の話だけくそ Let's start yo yo声上げて心と一緒に Shake it shake it さえがいたい Go new story もう開けて足りなバディショーよレバー開けて弱気な心 Goodbye goodbye もう迷わない手を取り払って Bon voyage so bon voyage 風量この旅日和さ勝ち取ってもう張って準備すでに完璧さ出会いとはこれ超えてその中の絆はほとんどはしない Yeah Yo ho yo ho I fight race like for me Yo ho like Captain Jack No like Captain Hook No I say 誰にも変えられない No change ならなら with you 気もつくすぐ足をめがけて We'll take a run XO Let's start Yo ho yo ho 声上げて心とShake it shake it さえが一緒にストーリーを開けて足りなバディよよ目を開けて弱気な心 Goodbye goodbye もう迷わない手を取り合って Bon voyage so bon voyage さOK ラスト一緒に掲げていきましょう。いきますよ。OK 最高の盛り上がり皆さんありがとうございます。ここからまだまだ僕たち一つになっていきましょう。ワン 誰とも同じから思いすぎてもこの二人気がつもあるタクシーの時もずっと近くでついて僕すんだもっとだってありがと以上僕たちがバディーズでしたありがとうございました
バディーズの皆さんありがとうございました。皆さん大きな拍手をお送りください。ナイスパフォーマンス。ここでプレゼント抽選会でご案内です。抽選で5名様にバディーズ直筆サイン色紙をプレゼントいたします。応募方法は川崎ブレインサンダース公式 LINE アカウントにコメント機能を使ってカタカナでバディーズと入力しご送信いただくだけです。受付はハーフタイム終了までとなっております。どうぞふるってご応募ください。以上本日のハーフタイムショーでした。続いて B リーグパートナー各社のご紹介です。 B リーグトップパートナーソフトバンク、 B リーグタイトルパートナーリソナグループ、 B リーグイノベーションパートナーインドニアホールディングス、 B リーグパートナーズ日本郵便 G ショック日本生命、 B リーグサポーティングカンパニーズソニーミュージックエンターテインメント、モルテン、朝日新聞、日本経済新聞社、大塚製薬、 野村工芸社 EY ジャパンエルタイフィットネスアーシャルデザインストライク TIS スポーツデポロックアイスふるさとチョイス TIX プラス B リーグサプライヤーアダストリア B リーグコミュニケーションパートナーラインヤフー B リーグスポーツ振興パートナースポーツジムイナー B リーググローブスパートナージェンツー以上 B リーグパートナー各社でご紹介いたします。
川崎ブレイブサンダース、次のホームゲームのお知らせです。5月3日4日は三円ネオフェニックス戦、いよいよ2024-25シーズン最終節です。本節は親子でのバスケ観戦をより多くの方にお楽しみいただくための企画チケット、小中学生ワンコインチケットの対象試合となります。小中学生は2階席どこでも500円でお買い求めいただけます。詳細はクラブ公式ウェブサイトをご覧ください。ゴールデンウィークはぜひご家族やご友人とバスケ観戦へ、皆様のご来場を心よりお待ちしております。
チームのアシスト、子供たちの未来を作る。試合のアシストの数だけ川崎の未来につなげるアンドワンのプロジェクト。アンドワンアシスト。
本日のカンペスポンサー、コーラン様からのご案内です。中国料理コーランは川崎駅前のショッピングセンターダイスの6階にございます。少人数から150名以上の宴会まで対応可能。
Let's check out the numbers here. After 2 quarters of play, shooting 52% are the Brave Thunders compared to the 47% of the B-CORSAIRS. In terms of threes, shooting much better are the Brave Thunders, 5 out of 14 as compared to 3 out of 12 for just 25%. The Brave Thunders have not yet gone to the line. On the other hand, the B-CORSAIRS are 4 out of 5, shooting 80%. 5 turnovers each, and the numbers very similar for both these squads. There you can see. So 5 points of turnovers each, 20 and 18. Those are the points in the paint, fairly even. The big discrepancy here were the fast break points, 20-7. So the Brave Thunders had a lot of chances in the open court. And 23 and 2, those are the bench points. Key players for both these squads: Allen on the left, Clark on the right, and essentially mirroring each other there in terms of their contributions. So far so good for the home squad as they are up 41-33 at the break. In terms of scoring, leading all scorers is Matsuzaki with his 9 points, Clark with 7, and 6 points for Damian Inglis. For the Brave Thunders, Roscoe Allen leads them with 8, same amount of output for Alize Johnson, and 7 points by Ryosei Shinoyama coming off the bench. Rebounding, 7 for Johnson, 5 for Allen, and Matthew Wright with 2. Clark's got 5, 4 for Inglis, and 2 for Morii for the squad that are visiting. And in terms of assists, Yonesu with 3 dimes, 2 apiece for Allen and Wright. That's for Kawasaki. For Yokohama, Damian Inglis with 4 dimes, 2 for Morii and 1 for Koyasudo. We're all set for the second half. As we said at the top of the coverage, both these squads with no more chance of making it to the playoffs, but both teams fighting for pride here, both wanting to be able to make sure they finish this season strong. Coming off the bench once again in the second half will be 2 key players for Kawasaki. You saw them there talking to each other on the bench, Ryosei and Matthew. As we get underway here in the second half. They'll go inside. Roscoe stops in his tracks. The attack by Roscoe. Push shot works. And the lead's back up to 10. 10 points now in the contest for Roscoe Allen. It's active hands by the defense there. Johnson and Allen. Coach Katsuhisa hoping he's able to pick up a win for his squad today. Over the weekend, he suffered a loss. That was to the Magic. Clark with a spin, not realizing the shot clock was winding down. That's going to be turnover number 6 with a 24-second shot clock violation. Can increase their lead once again. Their biggest was at 13. It's now at 10. Still on the outside. Shot clock winding down. It's at 4. Allen puts up a prayer and it's answered. Wow, that was straight and true. That fall away from deep. And the lead is back up to 13, matching their biggest that they've had earlier at 41-28. Look at this bailout shot. Defense was right there. Matsuzaki did his job. Just better offense that time. First personal foul then we called on Roscoe. Koya will force the issue inside and score. That's taking advantage of the much smaller defender. Yonesu did his very best, but nothing he could do to stop that point. Stopping, popping, and misfiring that time was Ida. He's got 5 points in the contest so far. Inglis asking for some movement. He'll get it back. Facing the quick double. Sudo for three. No. Long rebound. Will go to Damien. Damien inside. Lays it through. He's got 8 points. Quickly into the front court are the Brave Thunders. Trying to attack inside. Layup works. Boy, Nozaki now with 5 points, being very aggressive here. Nice basket inside. Matsuzaki adds to his tally. And he's in double digits with 11. Up and down are these two squads, scoring quite well to open up the second half. Roscoe Allen just ran over the defense there. Nothing Sudo could do. Looked like he was also inside the no charge zone. You gotta hand it to Koya for giving up his body like that. Second personal foul of Koya. Matthew Wright re-enters the fray. Roscoe will make the first. He's got 14 points. Good scoring output once again here for Roscoe, who's in the top 10 as far as scoring is concerned. We talked about that during the pregame. He is 8th overall in scoring with a clip of 17.3. You can bring that up. Get some more points here today with just a few games left before the regular season comes to a close. Inside Inglis. Overshoots. Alize to the wing. Matthew Wright for three. Bang! Quick timeout will have to be called right now with 6 points as he gets closer to 2,000 in his B-League career.
Yokohama、後半、両チームを通じて最初のタイムアウトを取りました。後半のタイムアウトについては両チームともに3回取ることができます。Yokohama hosts two Canada tournament is the second half.
More chance of defense. The fans here want to make sure that they get the victory. Kai King challenging the defense there of Matthew Wright. 2 baskets now for Kai King in this contest, but they trail by 12. Matthew Wright clearly fouled there. Morii just grabbing onto his arm.
北の横浜、ナンバー18、ボリー。個人ファウル1つ目、チームファウル2つ目です。
So the watch for points for Matthew Wright. He needs 19 points today to reach 2,000. And so far, Matthew Wright with 2 threes. Roscoe left wide open, drains another 3. It is now 56-41. And that lead continues to grow. Kai King tries to answer back. Will not. Alize wisely lets that go outside. From the outside, not gonna drop. Kenta hands it off. Inglis wasn't looking for his shot. Back to Kenta. Kenta to the wing. Kai King for 3. Yes! That rattles through. That might be a delay of game. And it is a delay of game, and Morii apologizes. Ryusei Shugiura in now. Taking the place of Matsuzaki. Alize trying to race down court. Looked like he was chasing someone. The pass a little bit too low. Roscoe couldn't get it. Yuneso apologizes. They look inside. Inglis. He gets wrapped up. Roscoe Allen very disappointed there, saying he wrapped him up first before he took a shot. Watch it here. There's the wrap up. There's a foul. But still, quickly going up was Damien Inglis. Watch it here from another angle. The moment he felt the contact, he put it up. That was almost simultaneous. And that second personal foul will give an advantage here to Damien Inglis to complete a 3-point play. Shinuyama back in. Expect the pace to pick up here for the boys in red. Damien connects. And that deficit is cut down to single digit. 56-47 now. Pretty good rally put together here by the visitors. Trying to make this competitive. Both squads playing with so much pride. Matthew Wright with just 13 points needed. Nothing there on the offense of Kawasaki. They'll set up Clark. Facing the double team. Sends it out. Inglis from 17 feet hits, and a timeout will have to be called by Coach Katsuhisa. From 15 points. Watch it here. Patience being shown by the visitors. And that shot there from Inglis will further bring them closer.
Thank you. I am ready. 両チームともに一つずつタイムアウトを取っています。Boxing round 2 time up driven in the second half. その間7点となったところで、川崎ブレイブサンダース竹下ジェフリーアシスタントコーチタイムアウトを取りました。
Chance of Kawasaki if we come back. Matthew Wright will hit another three. So he's now just 10 points away. Few things to look out for here. The victory for Kawasaki, talking about the hometown fans, and Matthew Wright getting to a milestone. That was a well-run play though, setting up their gunner. Leads back up to 10. Shinuyama inside. That's close to a travel, but they're gonna say he got fouled. Mori can't believe it. The fans are happy though. Chance for 2 more points for their star, Shinuyama. Oh, clearly a foul there. Mori just wrapped him up. Second personal foul going to be called on Kenta. That's going to be the third on Yokohama. Not quite sure what Lassie is talking about. It clearly was a foul. Ryusei though, a little bit too strong on that first free throw. Second will drop. Total of 8 points now here tonight for Ryusei. And look inside, Kai King extricates. What an acrobatic shot there over the extended arms of Matthew Wright. 9 points in the contest for Kai King as well. Roscoe will lose it. Kai King with the attack. That's great defense. He took it into the heart of the defense. Fast break. We go to the wing. Good transition defense shown here by Yokohama. Not allowing any easy points. Matthew Wright almost lost it. Eventually does. As he slipped. Clark wide open. 3. Yes. 10 points now here for Clark. Now to set things up. No need to rush, they say. They're still up by 6. Allen will get it back. Shinuyama's got to make his move. Up against the double team. And he gets through for a layup. Splitting the defense. Also in double digits now is Ryusei. Leads back up to 8. Kai King trying to get away from the defense of Matthew Wright. They'll swing it to the opposite end. Everybody forgot about Sugiura, who was camping out on the leftmost corner. First 2 points. More importantly, it's going to cut the lead back down to 6. Ryusei again kicks it out. Roscoe for 3, short. Damon with the rebound. Inglis has really helped out on the boards. He has 7. But he issues a poor pass. Not what you want to see. Clearly hitting the leg there of Mori. And Shinuyama. Some of his antics. Under 90 seconds remaining here in the third. This third quarter has been very competitive. 21 points scored by Kawasaki, 23 by Yokohama. Matthew steps into this one. A little bit too strong off the glass. Shinuyama from deep. Almost went down. Chance now come even closer. Sudo rings the bell. That cuts the lead in half. It's now just a 3-point advantage for the Brave Thunders. 5 points in the contest now here for Sudo. Foul will be called, stopping the action, and that is a foul that they have to give. Now they're going to be in the penalty for the final 44 seconds of this one.
Yokohama number 33, King Kai.
Now they got to play tough, clean defense till the end of the third. Roscoe will challenge inside, will miss. He'll tap it through. Not quite sure why Damien Inglis went for the steal there. And that opened up the floor to the attack. Time for possession each. Sugiura will launch, misfire. Nice long rebound, tracked by Yokohama. Let's see if they're going to try to use a foul. That's going to be a shooting foul though. Hamata could have fouled earlier when Inglis went past him. Smart play though from Damien. Just threw it up there. Inglis makes the first. Important free throws here, wanting to finish this third period strong. So far they have outscored the Brave Thunders. That's why they've cut into this lead, which heading into the second half was at 8. Looking to make this free throw, and then they've got to play tough defense. They have no more fouls to give, as we mentioned. Long throw, intercepted. Inglis with a chance here. Finds Kai King. Kai King with a prayer. Back rims that one. 3 quarters are done here at the Todoroki Arena. And still, in the driver's seat are the home squad, Kawasaki, at 64-61. Fourth quarter's upon us. Sugiura for three. Yes! Quickly, we are tied at 64 to begin the fourth. Our first deadlock of the contest. They really found the rhythm. Sugiura with a steal. Sends it out, will get it back. Sugiura, strong finish, no. But Kai King for the putback, no, still. That was a chance for them to retake the lead. They did have a lead earlier, which is at 8-5. They've been trailing ever since. Roscoe, that's offline. And we're going the other way. They say it was touched last by Jaheru. Quick launch there. Coach Katsuhisa still with a smile. And looks like they're going to challenge this one. Yes, I know that every possession really counts. You might not want to use your challenge this early in a very tight affair. You might need it in the final 2 minutes. You're going to need inconclusive evidence. Jaheru did definitely make contact with that, but did it eventually come off the hands of Sudo? We'll find out. What a gallant stand being put together here by the boys in white. No Mai Kotsar for them. Hard to tell from this angle. Definitely Jaheru made contact, but did it again come off the hand of Koya Sudo? Sudo saying no. But again, more importantly, the call on the floor says ball for the white. And that's why Coach Katsuhisa used this challenge here. But if there is no inconclusive evidence to overturn the call, it'll stick. That's why the call on the floor is very important. And there is conclusive evidence. So it's a good challenge for Coach Katsuhisa. He's out of a challenge though. They're going to get possession here. They need to be able to score to make it count. Jaheru now on the outside. Gets it up high. Kobari. Shot clock. Winding down. Tip-in's not going to work. Eventually, on the third try, it'll drop. So at least they got 2 points. 22 points now here tonight for Roscoe Allen. So it turns out to be a good challenge. At least they were able to get possession and score and pull ahead once again. Sugiura for the lead. No. Kobari, the smallest man on the floor, grabs that rebound. He'll push. Now they'll spread the floor. Four-corner offense. Jaheru will try to go inside. He was fouled. No free throws here. Kai King will pick up a personal. That's his second. Ooh, check that. His third. He was really sticking with it. He didn't want to get denied. Talking about Roscoe. Kobari overshoots, but there's a tip-in once again. Offensive rebounding, really helping the cause of Kawasaki, as now they have built another 4-point edge. 2 minutes gone here in the final canto. Kai King from 18 feet, yes. Kai King has found his range here, especially in the second half. Jaheru will kick it out. They want to send it to the opposite end. Now at the top. Still with Roscoe. Can't get the angle. Eventually to Alizé. Alizé spin, no. Trying to take advantage. But he had a local on him. Bounce pass! And Sudo ties things up once again. We are deadlocked at 68. Perfect bounce pass. We're in for an exciting finish. Alizé to the wing. Jahero for three. Will overshoot. Kai King using that pick. Not looking for a shot yet though. Clark will bring it closer, gets denied. That's against a triple team, had to kick it out. Shot clock down to 1. Kai King realizes it. Just hitting all board there. Sidestepping move. Very disappointed there was Kanta Maeno. He was giving up the foul just to stop things off. Coach Lassie wants a review. He says it was a travel. Not quite sure if that's reviewable. The foul's going to be given on Kai King, not on Maeno. He's still complaining. But with a smile. Alizé looking to complete a three-point play now. Can't do it. Lead stays at 2. A lot of time still remaining in this one. But this sets up an exciting finish here tonight at the Todoroki Arena. Ingles hands it off. Morii. He'll give it up. Matsuzaki, his specialty. Will miss though. That's an above the rim rebound there. And Alizé going straight to the cup, and he got fouled. He's really forcing the action. Might have been a travel there. Palming the basketball. But they let it go. We're going to give the foul to Koya Sudo. That'll be his third. That's also the third team foul for Yokohama. Twice already. 2 out of the 3 quarters, they got into the penalty. Kobari overshoots. At the controls now, Damien Inglis up against Roscoe Allen. Looks like he's going to want a challenge. Puts one up? No. Nobody else touched the basketball in that possession. Here comes Alizé again. Jahero left wide open. Yes! That's his first basket. And the lead is now 5 for the home squad. Approaching the 5-minute mark. .502 to be exact. Next dead ball situation after the 5-minute mark. We're going to have our official timeout. Now some breathing space here for Coach Katsuhisa. Still can't breathe, a sigh of relief though. A lot of basketball still to be played here. Sudo with a nice layup. That'll bring his squad to within 3 as we get to this official timeout. Final 5 minutes here tonight at the Todoroki Arena. 3-point lead for the home squad. Interestingly, no Matthew Wright here in the final 5 minutes. Similar to what happened in their Sunday loss. He was kept on the bench by Coach Katsuhisa. 3 will work. Nice basket there coming from Nozaki. He has a total of 8 points. Again, chance of defense. They need some stops to assure themselves of the victory here. Inside, Matsuzaki scores. He's been very effective here tonight, especially inside the 3-point area. That's not usually his specialty. Jahiru inside with a slam! What a finish there by the youngster. Only 22 years old, but showing so much promise. Foul's going to be called on Roscoe. Only the first team foul for Kawasaki. That's his third personal foul though. They get it inside. I thought it was going to be a quick trigger from Damien. He'll go to Clark though. Kai King. Shot clock's down to 2. Bailout shot will drop. What a shot there from Morii. And a duty foul had to be given up because 3 players went down after this 3 went down. Look at them jostling for position. That was too deep. And suddenly 2 players went down. Roscoe was trying to take advantage. That's actually a good foul there from Matsuzaki. The problem is, that'll put them in the penalty though. But they had to do it. Didn't want to yield an easy 2 points. Roscoe, 3, no. Long rebound. Will go to the boys in white. Looking to come closer here or tie things up with a 3. Under 3 minutes to be played. Sidestepping move, Matsuzaki easily denied. That's against 4. Roscoe gives it up. Layup. Not gonna work. There was Gary Clark for the last line of defense. Comes up with his first block of the night. Gotta hand it to Nozaki though. Took a lot of guts. Trying to challenge inside. That might be an offensive foul. It is. Not quite sure why Kobari had to do that. Roscoe already had the beat to the basket. He just ran over his defender. Some pressure in the backcourt. That delays the entry into the offense for Yokohama. They're looking for a 3. It's not going to work. They got the shot that they wanted though. Here's Alize once again. Alize inside. He'll get denied. Inglis. Almost a travel. They don't have to rush. They can look for a good, decent shot here. They can even just settle for a 2. A lot of possession still remaining here. That's a nice seal. Inglis scores inside. 17 points now for Damien. As we enter the twilight zone, the final 2 minutes. Hold on to your seats, because here we go. Roscoe to the wing. Nozaki. Now gun-shy. Kobari for 3. Yes! Kobari, the 25-year-old, standing just 5'8", hitting probably the biggest shot of the night. A minute 39 remaining in this one. 4 points separating these two squads. The possession was a team that's trailing, the visitors. That was tough. Murii didn't want to just lay it up properly. He knew he was going to get blocked. Threw it high off the glass and misfired. Possession will still stay here though, with Yokohama. 14 seconds on their shot clock. They toss it inside. Inglis will get fouled. Alize doesn't agree. Well, he was actually holding on right before the inbound. That was clearly a foul. Second personal foul on Alize. Decision-making time once again for Coach Katsuhisa. Not wanting to go with Matthew Wright. Matthew's a veteran. He's a long-time pro. He was on the bench. But so far, so good. Still here for the home squad. Inglis, that's a little too strong. And he knew it. The bench knew it. That's why they were applauding. Another pressure-packed free throw coming up here for Inglis. And the fans of Yokohama hoping he gets at least one. He does. Yokohama in the penalty. They cannot afford to foul. Shinuyama on the floor now. They need his leadership. He's calling out the play. He's got to get it inside. That's a perfect pass. Alize Johnson says, thank you very much. Easy basket, and Shinuyama breaking down the defense and doing what he's done his entire career. Kai King, big three. cut the lead down to 2. Alize will hand it over. Nozaki! That was dangerous. Jahero tracked that one down. Jahero with the layup. No, overshoots. And a foul is going to be called on Alize Johnson. That's a foul that they had to give, though. 31.6 remaining in this contest. Not quite sure why he wanted to foul. Just go down and play defense and you would have had one more foul to give. But now, both squads in the penalty. Looking for the tie or the lead with a 3 here. Morii to the wing. Kai King to Damien. Kai King up and under move. We are tied at 83. 16 points now for Kai King. But a lot of time still remaining here for Kawasaki to steal this victory. Final 14 seconds. Let's see the play they designed. They get it to Alize. He'll bring it out. Shinuyama looking to create here. Trying to attack. Looks inside. 1.2 remaining. A lot of times, that's why you want to still go a little bit earlier. They look like they had a plan there. They were asking Shinuyama to create, but Alize Johnson wasn't expecting that pass. We're going to have a review here. That was off Alize. That was clear. And he knew it. Perfect defense. And the strategy of Coach Lassie, knowing that Shinuyama is going to try to create once again for his squad. And he put on the taller Gary Clark. And Clark was all over Shinuyama. Looks like we're going into overtime here. 0.9 of a second. Still, enough time for a catch and shoot.
今シーズンはここまで川崎から見て1勝2敗
They're still reviewing this one, but it looks like the call on the floor should stay. That was off Alize Johnson. As expected. Well, they can call a timeout and advance the basketball. That's what Coach Lassie's gonna do.
ただいまレフェリーによる確認中です。しばらくお待ちください。タイムアウト横浜。
.6 is what they say is remaining. They added 0.4 of a second. More than enough time. Where do they go? It's got to be to one of their imports. Kai King will come up short. That wasn't a good inbound play at all. And we're headed into overtime. Free basketball coming your way.
両チームがブルースターの皆さん、とりあえず水分補給をしてください。最後の延長戦5分間、両雄、両ファンで最高の応援をいたしましょう。さあ、いよいよ今季神奈川ダービーのシールを決する延長戦5分間に突入します。両チーム相譲らぬ素晴らしい試合を見せてくれています。両チームに大きな拍手をお送りください。いくよ、オーバータイム。
We mentioned at the top of the coverage, both these squads want the victory. Despite the fact that they have no more chance of making it to the playoffs, they're playing with pride and all for pride here tonight. And they're really showing it. We're going to overtime here. Deadlocked at 83, entering the final 5 minutes. Matthew Wright on the floor now. He should have been on the floor much earlier. Puts up a three. Bang! Matthew Wright inching closer to 2,000 points here in the B-League. Clark answers right back with a three of his own. We're tied once again at 86. Nozaki will give it up. Roscoe back to Nozaki. Two-man game still up high. Roscoe. Boy, he left open there. A gamble taken there by Gary Clark. He should have just stayed in front of Roscoe. When Allen was already pressured, the shot clock was down to 3. Clark trying to make his move. Will fall down. Jump ball, they say. Possession arrow? A lot of times, some coaches will tell their players, in that situation with the clock winding down, don't even grab. Don't go for that ball because the possession arrow is pointing towards the opponent, just like it is here. They're going to get a brand new 14. Get away inside. Oh! Well, no jump ball situation here under FIBA rules, of course. And so, turns out still to be a good play. They weren't able to hit. Matthew Wright, another three, just short that time. Alize puts it through. And the lead's now 4. Alize Johnson with 4 points. As we enter the final 3 minutes. Well, they did have a 4-point lead entering the final 2 minutes of regulation. And Yokohama was able to come back and tie things up. Kai King, 3, rattles out. Morii, offensive rebound. The use clock once again. Inglis, fall away works. Chance of Kawasaki once again. Matthew Wright, his teammate, hit the deck. Roscoe forcing the issue. Wright for 3. He hit one earlier from that spot. And they're going to get a brand new 14 here. No more challenge here for Coach Lassie Tuovi. He used it earlier. Asking Shineyama once again to create. That's a nice quick pass. Not a good foul there from Alize. And he can't complain. The pass did come a little late from Roscoe Allen, but what you do there is you just go back and you play defense. You pick up your 4th personal foul, and that might even be upgraded. Watch it here. Let's see if they review it. But upon review, looking at that replay, not an unsportsmanlike foul. The arms just got tangled. But they're going to review this one. That could be a big call if it's upgraded. But it's clearly a foul here. .203 remaining in the first overtime. Could we see multiple overtimes here tonight? Alize Johnson now being reminded by his squad that he has 4 personal fouls. So we did not see Sasha Kalia-Jones at all here. So both these squads actually playing with just 2 world imports. Though Sasha Kalia-Jones is listed. He started his ball game, played for only 4 minutes, and that was it. So just a regular foul. That was expected. The 2 free throws will be taken here by Yokohama. Because under FIBA rules, you carry over whatever foul situation you have. Wait, what's going on? Ooh, he was asked. They're going to say it's an offensive foul on Alize Johnson, which means there's going to be no free throws. That was clearly a defensive foul. So the ball will go to the squad of Lassie Tuovi, but they were hoping to get 2 free throws. Now they're going to have to do things the hard way once again on the defensive end. As we get into the final 2 minutes of this one, welcome to the second Twilight Zone here tonight. Toss up high. Basket and 1 opportunity here. Late double team coming from Roscoe. That's going to elicit the foul on him. Trying to come in and help out his beleaguered teammate who already has 4 personal fouls. And there was the back. Making contact there. So both world imports for Kawasaki with 4 personal fouls each. A chance for Damien to give his squad the lead. And he does. After trailing majority of this ball game, suddenly they're ahead. Poor pass. 3-on-2 break. Open 3, in and out. Not quite sure why they were going to settle for a 3. Here's Roscoe. Straight to the cup. Basket and 1 opportunity here. Allen now with 26 points. That is going to add to his tally. Remember, he is 8th on the list of top scorers. Not a good swipe there. Coming from Damien. Hitting the arm. Clearly a foul. Only the first personal foul though on Damien. Big free throw. And it'll drop there for Allen. 2-point lead enjoyed now by Kawasaki. Matthew Wright trying to stick here with Koya. Clark. Bounce pass. Damien Ingles inside. We're deadlocked again at 93. Under a minute to be played here. They can't get the ball to Shuniyama. Nozaki, big 3. Wow, that was a gutsy shot. It's now a 3-point lead. Clark looking for space. Facing a double team. He's going to lose it. And a foul is going to be called there on Gary Alize now with a chance to give his squad an even bigger lead. Timely entry by Shinoyama defensively. Coming from the blind side. Takes a swipe. And there was the foul by Clark. To make this a 2-possession ball game, Alize Johnson. Not in foul trouble still. Just his second personal. He doesn't like it. But again, they're in dire straits. Shinoyama is going to be the one going to the line. Was there a technical foul? It was a technical foul. So Shinoyama is going to make this a 4-point lead, and 2 more free throws coming the way now of their import, Alize Johnson. You cannot afford a technical, not at that stage. You put yourself in a bigger hole. Johnson will make it a 5-point lead. Well, expect a timeout here from Coach Lassie, because they'd like to be able to advance the ball. But again, it should not be a 6-point deficit. Should just be 5 without that technical. Ooh, there's a miss. It stays at 5 though. Should have been at 4. Clark for 3. No. Nozaki will give it up. That's going to be an offensive foul. Wow. All he had to do was just pass that ball. Actually, all he had to do is even just hold on to it. And they might take a look at this one. They might say it's an unsportsmanlike foul. And if it is, that's going to make it 2 free throws plus ball possession. But if it's called just a regular foul, just an offensive foul, still it's going to be a 5-point deficit. Let's see. The timeout will first be called here.
Yokohama B-CORSAIRS らしくおびヘッドコーチよりありました。これより VTR リプレイ検証をいたします。今しばらくお待ちください。先ほどのファウルはノーマルファウルの判定です。オフェンスファウルですのでボーナスローはありません。
Just an offensive foul called. Quick 3, not going to work. That should be ball game. You're not going to foul anymore. Lassie says 5 points, too much for us to overhaul, and the home squad will win this one. It took an extra 5 minutes, but in the end, Kawasaki will get the victory as they take this one 98-93. There's Kiefer Avena, unfortunately, in civis. Also, Mai Kotsar, not available. Sasha started out this ball game, but he only played in the first period. As we take a look at our quarter scoring, Coach Katsuhisa will get the victory for his squad as Kawasaki improves to 16 and 37. Yokohama, on the other hand, will drop to 23 and 30. Don't go away. Interviews coming up.
大変お待たせいたしました。見事勝利を収めました川崎ブレイブサンダース勝久ジェフリーアシスタントコーチよりコメントをいただきます。勝久アシスタントコーチ、今シーズン最後の神奈川ダービーを勝利で締めくくりました。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
今日の試合振り返っていかがでしょうか。
まず横浜 B-CORSAIRS のファンの皆さんも素晴らしいゲームにしていただいて本当にありがとうございます。チームとしては、特に後半ですね、ここ最近チームバスケットをどれだけできるかっていうのを課題にしてきました。でその中で今日は苦しい場面もあったんですけれども、選手たちの方から、信じ続けて、今のやってることを信じてっていう声がたくさん出て、それが結果につながったと思いました。
ありがとうございます。横浜 B-CORSAIRS とは今シーズン4回目の対戦となりましたが、今日の試合を迎えるにあたってはどういった準備をしてきたのでしょうか。
本当に素晴らしいチームで、スカウティングしている時もそうですけど、すごく守りづらいと感じていたところ、選手たちが、短期間で、ゲームプランをみんな、理解して、遂行できた、時間帯が多かったと思うので、選手たちを本当に誇らしく思います。
ありがとうございます。次節は今週末アウェイ渋谷戦、その次は三河東京とアウェイでの試合が続きます。最後にご来場の皆様、配信をご覧の皆様に向けてメッセージをお願いいたします。
ホームで、試合できるのが、今日含めて、残り3試合でした。で選手たちも、ファミリーの皆さんのために、絶対いい試合をしようって、強い気持ちを込めて今日臨ん 臨みました。で皆さんの応援の、おかげで本当にいい試合にすることができました。まずは本当にありがとうございました。シーズン
ありがとうございました。川崎ブレイブサンダース勝久ジェフリーアシスタントコーチでした。あれ、少々お待ちください。失礼いたしました。もう一度言います。ありがとうございました。川崎ブレイブサンダース勝久ジェフリーアシスタントコーチでした。
ありがとうございます。
続いて本日の MVP の発表です。 MVP に選出されましたのは背番号12番野崎玲也選手です。 MVP 選手には特製の MVP キャップを着用して登場していただきます。こちらの MVP キャップにはインタビュー終了後にサインを書き入れ、客席にいらっしゃる方1名様にその場でプレゼントいたします。野崎選手 MVP 選出おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
まずは勝利をして今のお気持ちからお聞かせください。
はい、すごく苦しい時間帯が続いたんですけど、我慢し続けて、1試合通してやれたのが勝因なのかなと思います。
ありがとうございます。速報値ですが、野崎玲也選手の本日のスタッツをご紹介しますと、スリーポイント3本を含む11得点という活躍で、オーバータイムには勝利を手繰り寄せるシュートを決めてくれました。ご自身のパフォーマンス振り返っていかがでしょうか。
ちょっとまだ、不必要なファウルだったりとか、ちょっとやられてはいけない場面でやられてしまったりだとかでチームに迷惑をかけてしまっているので、そこをもうちょっと、反省してまた次の試合で頑張りたいと思います。
ありがとうございます。最後にご来場の皆様、配信をご覧の皆様に向けてメッセージをお願いいたします。
はい、夜遅くにこんなにたくさん応援に来てくださってありがとうございました。また土日、アウェーではあるんですけど試合があるので、ぜひ会場にお越しいただいて僕たちに力をください。今日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。 MVP に選出されました野崎玲也選手には本日の冠スポンサーコーラン様より商品が贈呈されます。プレゼンターは株式会社サン代表取締役折戸史郎様です。野崎玲也選手には中国料理コーランお食事100万円分が贈られます。次は贈呈です。続いてフォトセッションです。以上フォトセッションでした。株式会社さん折戸様ありがとうございました。それでは野崎選手、最後にいつもの締めの一言お願いいたします。
3、2、1、ビーブレイク。
本日のベレージ、野崎玲也選手でした。川崎ブレイブサンダースの選手が
Going to the interview, starting out with head coach today, officially assistant coach Katsuhisa. He thanked the fans first and foremost for all their support. He said, we've been making a goal on playing good team basketball. We struggled with today's game, but the players played their very best. They were patient, and as the regular season comes to a close, they promised to play even harder, to finish even stronger. And he asked for everybody's support for the final games before their season comes to a close. On the other hand, Nozaki talked about the fact that he said we were patient for a long time, and we were patient in today's ball game. But we were looking for the win. We wanted to get the win in regulation, but again, patience showed that we're gonna come away with the victory, and that's what they did in overtime. They will continue to practice and play as hard as they possibly can. He says, thanks for all your support. Please support us once again this coming weekend, because they promise to win the next few games right here at the Todoroki Arena. Stick around, we've got highlights coming up. And here are the highlights of another classic game here, courtesy of the B-League. As you can see, we talked about it. Both these squads were out of the playoff picture. But again, they gave it their all. And despite the fact that Yokohama was trailing majority of this ball game, despite the fact that they were down by as much as 15, they clawed back. They did everything they possibly could, and they were able to tie things up. That's why this game got into overtime. Shinuyama stopping and popping from three, and waving to the fans as well. They lose possession here. And Kai King will attack and score. Kai King made a good account of himself here today. So did Shinuyama. Look at that pass from Matthew Wright. Matthew Wright would finish with good numbers, 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Entering this ball game, he had to score 19 points to get to 2,000. He scored 12, so which means the countdown is down to just 7. That's a huge achievement here as far as Matthew's concerned, as he joined the B-League a little later than his fellow Filipino stars. Thirdy Ravena, of course, was the first to enter the B-League with the San Aniel Phoenix, and then his brother followed suit, playing for the Shiga Lakes for a few seasons before moving on here to the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Unfortunately, no Kiefer today. Look at that great pass from Shinuyama. Shinuyama would finish with 11 points and 4 assists. At the end of the first period, Kawasaki was up 19-12. And then, after the second period, they were leading 41-33. But the second half, this is where the B-CORSAIRS made their move. Look at this fall-away shot, though. Knocking that one down, giving his team a sizable lead. But again, they continue to plug away. 3-point play in the offing here for Damien. This time they go to Clark. Finds Inglis from just right above the free throw line. We'll get another 2 points. After 3 periods, it was still Kawasaki with the advantage as they led 64-61. And then Clark got hot from 3. Inglis would find the cutting Sugiura. Look at so much movement here. And Koyasudo will be left open for an open 3, which he knocked down. Sugiura would also hit from the outside. He would finish with 5 markers in total. Kai King will bring it closer. Get to his sweet spot. That was a picture-perfect bounce pass coming from Kai King. And Sudo converts. And then Alize will jumpstart the offense. Led by a 3 there by Jaheru. That was Jaheru's only points. Aside from that slam, looking for a highlight play there, and that was a poster really because he had Damien Inglis right on him. Kai King will hit. Hanging in midair. That would send the game into overtime. This botch play, that was just short, hitting the side of the rim. So we are tied after 40 minutes. And then starting to go to work was Matthew Wright, hitting that 3. Breaking the deadlock from 83 all to make it 86-83. And then a putback there by Alize will give them a comfortable 5-point lead. Inglis will battle back with a 3-point play of his own. And then Roscoe Allen says, this 3-point play will break the Camel's back. That huge shot from Nozaki essentially sealed the deal. Led by the steal here of Shinuyama. A technical foul will be called. Shinuyama will make that free throw to make it a 2-possession affair. And then 2 more free throws coming the way here of Alize. As Kawasaki will win this one, 98-93. Hard-earned victory here for the Brave Thunders in front of their raucous home crowd. As you break down the numbers, total field goal shooting, very close. 48% for the Brave Thunders, 46% for the B-CORSAIRS. When you break it down, actually the B-CORSAIRS shot better from 2 at 58% as compared to 53% rather. And then, this is where the main difference came. From 3-point distance, shooting almost 44% was Kawasaki as compared to just 31% for Yokohama. 3 more free throws for Yokohama, 9 out of 11. They shot quite well from the 15-foot line at 82%. 66% though, not bad for the Brave Thunders. The Brave Thunders just had too many turnovers at 16. Yokohama kept it to a minimum of 9, and that's why they were able to make a comeback, especially in the last 2 periods. Look at more pertinent numbers. Plus 10 free throws for the Brave Thunders, 46 as compared to 36. But the B-CORSAIRS had 5 more assists, 27-22. As we take a look at the leaders, 27 points for Allen, 15 rebounds for Johnson, and 4 assists for Shinuyama. In the losing cause, 25 points for Inglis, 10 rebounds as well for Damien, and he would also finish with 10 assists, a triple-double for Damien Inglis. As we end our coverage, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders winning this one as they improve to 16-37. Thank you so much for joining us. Till the weekend, take care everybody. Have the next 2 days ahead and enjoy Thursday and Friday. God bless.